Hey guys, today we are going to be making a tater tot casserole. How many of you likes that one? But we are going to be fixing a taco tater tot casserole. So it's a little different spin on the regular tater tot casserole that we have. And Rhonda, my cousin Rhonda, I'm making this one for you because here a while back you requested for a tater tot casserole. So this is what I'm fixing for you today. So I hope you enjoy this recipe. I hope all of you does. But first of all, I've got a pound of ground beef cooking. Really, mine's about 1.5 pounds because that's what I had left in my pack, and so I just put it all in my in the pan today. That's what it. But it just only calls for 1 pound. I hope that this Thursday is finding y'all in a good mood and things trucking on for you. By the way, this is Taco Thursday at some places. So yeah, if it's like it around it is, a couple places around where I live at, you might be able to get you $1 taco tonight if you didn't want to make the taco tater tot casserole. But which one ever you choose, I hope that y'all enjoy your dinner. Right. Okay. I got my meat browning, and I'm going to put me an onion in and get it cooking in with my beef. We'll get that all browned up. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit and change size. I thought maybe y'all could see better on this one. I'm going to drop it down in there a little bit. And so I'm going to put, it calls for a whole onion and a couple of, or 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to put like 2 teaspoons of garlic. Possibly 3. You know, garlic, that keeps the vampires away, right? All right. That should be enough garlic. When my husband and myself used to team drive together out in California, we'd go to a place and pick up garlic when we would have to haul. We hauled carpet out and produce back. And if we would go to California and pick up produce, they'd send us to different places, you know, to pick it up. Well, there was one place that we picked up that's all they grow was garlic. And boy, you'd walk in that place, and I'm telling you, that's all you could smell everywhere was garlic. Oh, I love the smell of garlic, but I'm telling you, if you walk into a garlic farm in the places, that's all they got. It'll start taking your breath a little bit. But we've seen some pretty places, so it was nice. I wish that we could have stopped and visited a little bit more on some of the places, but they give you a time frame, and you got to be there. And so when I had my days off, I was at home with my kids. I was having to stay gone with them too much anyway. And I sure didn't want to leave out a little bit earlier to go explore. I guess that's why I'm wanting to. That's why I'm wanting to get monetized, folks. I'm going to make me some traveling money. Oh, Lord. Just tell me to hush. But anyway, yeah, we'll get this browned up, and I'll be right back. Okay, from there, we're going to add 1.5 cups of bell pepper. You can use the green, the red, the yellow, whichever that you choose. That's what we're going to add in there. So there's our 1.5 cups of bell peppers chopped out of our little handy dandy food chopper. These things are great. I'm telling you, they really are. To do like a little quick chop with. Okay, I got 1/2 cup of water. And 1 packet of taco seasoning. And by the way, you got your oven set on 400. I got it preheated on 400 right now. And we'll give this a stir. And to that, we're going to add 2/3 cup of enchilada sauce. So let's measure, get us a 2/3 cup of the enchilada sauce. Go, Lord have mercy, I just made a big old splash mess, didn't I? All right, there's our 2/3 cup of that. And then we got our corn. We want 1.5 cups of frozen corn that has been thawed. So we'll put that in. I love that little niblet corn, frozen corn. I really like to use it. I mean, don't get me wrong, fresh is really good, but when I make like the little corn fritters, I need to do another recipe on it and use the little niblet corn like this instead of the fresh. I kind of prefer it the best, but either or. Corn is good either way you fix it. So I got 1.5 cups of the corn. It's really one small bag, so there's a little bit over 1.5 cups, but that's perfectly fine. And you cook this until it thickens up. So we'll let this cook probably about a good 5 to 10 minutes until it gets thick, and then we'll pour it in. So to this mixture, we're going to add 1 can of black beans drained. We got this all mixed together. All right, then we're gonna take our 9 by 13 casserole dish, and then we're gonna add this mixture. We're gonna pour this mixture into our 9 by 13 casserole dish. From there, we're gonna sprinkle 1.5 cups of cheese. You can use cheddar cheese or the Mexican blend. I'm using the Mexican blend on this one. The cheddar cheese would probably been so much better, because I love cheddar anyway, but I've got the Mexican blend on this. And then you do a 16-ounce bag of tater tots. You arrange them on top. And you're gonna bake this in a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes. Till it gets brown and bubbly. Trying to fix it where you get a tater in every bite, right? This thing here looks like it's going to be delicious. I believe this is going to be really good. Rhonda, I'm glad you come up with the idea of tater tot casserole. I ain't fixed one in a while. All right. That'll do it with tater tots. So I'm going to put it in my oven, my 400-degree oven, and I'm going to bake it till the cheese melts and tater tots gets brown, so it'll be about 30 minutes. So we'll catch you back. Okay, our tater tot casserole has baked for 30 minutes, and after you bake it for 30 minutes, you take it out of the oven. You will add a 1/3 cup of salsa. And another your last 1/3 cup of your enchilada sauce. All right, we'll mix these two together, and you'll pour this on top of your tater tot casserole. Make sure it gets completely covered. You want that sauce and that enchilada sauce all over your tater tots. Alright, looks like we got it covered good. Alright, and into this, we're going to take and add the rest of our cheese. So we've got, out of our 3 cups of cheese, we're going to add the rest of it. Really, I used 4 because this was a 4-cup bag of cheese that I got. So mine is, I'm using 4 cups instead of the 3. And like I said, you can use that. I've used the Piazza blend, or you could use the straight cheddar cheese, either or the Mexican cheese, whatever cheese that you like, you can use. And what we're going to do is we'll stick this back in the oven till this cheese on top is melted and bubbly. So let's get this back into the oven right quick. Touch tape. Alright, on a 400-degree oven. And then for your toppings for this, if you want toppings to go on it, you can chop up lettuce, tomato, you can chop up green onion, avocado, sour cream, whatever toppings that you want to put on the top of your tater tot casserole. That's what you use. And but I hope that you like this recipe and enjoy it. I'll show you how it looks as soon as this cheese gets melted. We'll be back. Okay, folks, our tater tot casserole is done. Our other cheese is melted. We've got the enchilada and salsa on top of it, and it's warmed and heated. It is a beautiful, thick casserole. Look here. I'm going to get us a bite of it. And like I said, you can add chopped lettuce, tomato, avocado, sour cream, any type of toppings that you would like to add to this, you can. I'm not right now. I'm just going to eat mine like this and sample it in front of you. But see how it looks on the inside? You got your corn and your cheese and your meat. Oh, it looks and it smells wonderful. This is a different version on tater tot casserole. Honey, you're gonna like that, I promise. That is a one-pot delicious meal. And it's something different that your family will love and enjoy. So I hope you enjoy this. Yeah. Make you a tater tot casserole, and I promise your family gonna thank you for it. They're gonna say, Mama, that good. So y'all stay cool and keep it between the lines. I'll talk with you later.